I start my day with a midnight prayer, and I always engage in a midnight prayer to amplify my prayer life and to help me grow spiritually. So what I do is that I usually join a midnight prayer group called the Prophetic Prayer Hour, led by Reverend Sam Oye and his ministers. I usually start with praise, and then I turn on YouTube to join the prayer. The prophetic prayer has been a blessing to my life, and so many testimonies has come out of it. If you identify as a child of God, I would highly recommend that you engage in a midnight prayer. Midnight prayer was introduced to us by our Lord Jesus. Mark chapter 1 verse 35 states that very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up, left the house, and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. And so if Jesus prayed at the early hours of the morning, who are we to not pray? So I'm going to let the water dry on my face to give my skin some hydration. I'm not going to pat it dry, it's just going to absorb into my skin. Okay, now that my skin is all dried up, this is the toner that I'm going to be using. It is a tea tree toner from the Body Shop. I use it all the time. It works perfectly for my skin, okay? You just have to find what works for you. So one tip I'm going to give you is that if you are not applying toner on your face, water is good for our skin. And that is why I don't pat my dry. I allow it to absorb into my skin. So whenever you're not applying your toner, just halfway when the water is dried up, halfway, not fully, half, go ahead and apply your moisturizer. It helps to retain moisture in your skin. Do you see why it's important to apply toner? Is that after washing your face, you still have some dirt in your skin. And so when you use toner, it helps you to exfoliate more. And just look at the dirt. Even after like exfoliating my skin, like there's still some dirt particles left. I don't know if this is going to focus on this. Let me be great. I don't know if you can see, but it's just... So that's why it's always good to like apply toner to like get rid of those other leftover particles and dirt on your face. So now that I'm done cleansing my face with a toner, it is time for me to apply my moisturizer. And for my moisturizer, guys, I'm using Everything Cozy body oil, body and shower oil. I use this oil all the time. I use it on my skin and I use it on my face. It is an oil that is infused with natural oils and it is rich in vitamins, which is good for your skin and your body. I also infuse the oil with the mango butter, so I mix both of them and I use them on my skin. It's literally the best combination for my skin. So this oil is available on everythingcozy.com and the link is in my bio. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take just a tiny drop, not really much, but just a very tiny drop, and then place it on my hands. There you go. And then I'm gonna use that and apply it on my skin. Notice the difference, guys. Notice the difference. Do you see that? Because I have a dry skin, and if I don't moisturize properly, my face is gonna be all cracky like an old woman, and my skin is gonna be so dry. And that is why I use the body oil and body butter for my face and my body. Literally, these are the only things that I use on my body and my face. Like, it deeply moisturizes my skin. Like, look at the glow in my skin. Look at the glow in my skin. Now notice my hands are not moisturized yet. So see the difference between my hands not being moisturized and my skin. Do you see that? Do you see how flaky, how dry and white my hands are? But that's because I haven't moisturized my hands, and this is how my skin looks like when I don't moisturize. It looks exactly like this, dry, flaky and white. But now that I've moisturized, look at this. It looks so good and shiny. So I would recommend that if you're looking for a good moisturizer, consider the body oil. For those of you that use lotion, because I know some people use lotion, infuse your lotion with the body oil. I do that on my body. I infuse the lotion on my body as well, but for my face I use the body butter and the oil on my face. Let's not forget our neck as well. So I'm gonna apply more on my neck. When you're moisturizing, always don't forget your neck. Same thing when you're showering. Shower, scrub your neck, scrub it, scrub your face, scrub your neck and your ears as well. Do not neglect these parts. They are very important. Most of the times when we're showering, we forget our neck. We don't even pay attention to it. So it's always good to like exfoliate your neck and then moisturize as well. I'm gonna apply a good amount on my neck. Now I'm gonna apply on my hands so that you see that. Do you see the shininess? Do you see that? Look at my hands. It went from being dry and flaky, but now that I apply the body butter and the oil on my hands, look at it. Look at that shine. Look at that glow. Do you see that? Okay, the next thing is to apply my sunscreen. Very important. For me, I use the sunscreen SPF 30. SPF 30 from the Life brand. I got this at the drugstore, you guys. It's available at the drugstore. Sunscreens are so expensive, but it is worth it because for a long time I never used sunscreen, and you all know I'm a very simple girl. I don't believe in applying multiple products on your skin in order for you to have like a rich and a glowy skin. So for me, I always apply just my lotion. Previously, apply my lotion and then I'm on my way. But then I started noticing some dryness because I have dry skin. I will notice that my skin will dry out and then it becomes itchy. So it was just recently I started investing on sunscreen and I've noticed the difference. My skin is no longer feeling itchy, and it helps to moisturize my skin because I'm always on the go, right? So the sun really hits directly on my face and on my neck as well. So I needed something to support my neck and my skin. But for me, is that I don't apply sunscreen on my face. I don't know why. And for some reason, I'm super scared. I feel like it's gonna cause some breakage on my face, but I only use it for my neck. I use it for my neck, but if you want to use it for, I just apply a very tiny amount because this thing is very expensive, you all. Very expensive. So I just apply a very tiny, I think this is even too much. This is too much for me. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and apply. This is too much. Sorry. I usually apply a very tiny amount, but I went over today. So I apply my sunscreen. And yeah, it's gonna dissolve. Just give it some time. You all, I just took a shower and the next thing I decided to do was to do my facials. So after this, I'm gonna apply, I'm gonna work on my body after this because right now my body is still feeling dry and flaky. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm such a skin girl. I'm really such a skin girl. Okay, so now this is out of the way, let's go ahead and moisturize my body. Okay, it's time to moisturize my body. And for my body, I'm using the Vaseline lotion, body lotion, and Everything Cozy body and shower oil. I mix them together and I apply them on my body. In case you're wondering, this oil is currently available on everythingcozy.com. I use it all the time. I use it on my body and I use it on my face as well all the time. Like, this is my go-to moisturizer. It is infused with natural oils that are rich in vitamin, which is good for your skin. So I've already applied the lotion on my hands, and then I'm just going to apply a drop of the oil and mix it together. massage your boobs as well. Massage it and rub it in your boobs as well. Do not neglect that part. For the sake of this video, I don't want to show you my goodies, okay, so that you don't go mad. And so for my body spray, I'm using the warm vanilla from the Bath and Body Shop. I use warm vanilla for my skin because it smells so good and I just love it. So it's always good to smell good after a good shower. So my bit there you go. There you go. So these are all my body care products. There you go. Everything Cozy body and shower oil, warm vanilla body spray, and the Vaseline lotion. That's it. Proverbs chapter 31 woman is not an idle woman. She is a hard-working and a productive woman. And so welcome to a productive day in my life. I usually make a list of things that I want to accomplish for the day to keep me on track and on top of things, which reinforces accountability. So for me, before I even think of going to grab dinner or having any kind of fun, I usually make sure that everything on my list is checked off and I'm good to go. Now is the time for me to edit this video. Hopefully this video brings you some motivation and inspiration to thrive for the best and be hopeful.